Hey guys, Justin here with Just Tech, and today I'm going to be bringing you a quick unboxing and review of Apple's new smart battery case for the iPhone 6 and 6S. This is the latest accessory offering from Apple, and I'm kind of excited to see what they have to offer. So, let's get started. The box for the iPhone 6S smart battery case is your typical Apple packaging. Super simple, very minimal, just what you've always come to expect. The case retails for $99 here in the US. Inside, you can see that the case lays on a tray inside the box, which you slide out using a pull tab. Once you do this, you'll be able to pull the case away from the tray. Setting the box and the tray aside, flip the case over and you'll see some paperwork. First, super simple, one picture, one page installation on how to install the phone in the case. Then some instructions and some other documents such as the warranty information. Really nothing exciting, really nothing anybody's going to read anyways. Setting that aside, let's take a quick look at the case. Inside, you'll see this very soft, very plush microfiber material that Apple uses on their other silicone and leather cases. And while most of the case is rigid, at the top, you'll see that it actually flexes, and that's what allows you to install your iPhone in the case. It seems flimsy, but once it's installed on your phone, it fits very tight, and I have no doubt it'll keep out dust and debris. Now, onto the pros and cons. The first pro is pretty obvious, the battery. You're looking at a 1,877 mAh battery, which is more than double what the iPhone 6S has in it. When using the case, the battery inside of the case will be constantly discharging and charging your iPhone. What this means is that, unlike other iPhone battery cases, there's no button or other mechanism for turning on charging. You install it and you're charging, that's it. Mike, the Detroit Borg, recently did a review of this case, and he made mention of this several times, and for good reason. Whether this feature is something that can affect the overall health or longevity of your iPhone battery remains to be seen. But if anyone has ever used an iPhone battery case before, you'll want to be sure to note this difference. Second pro, the grip. Despite the hump, which I'll be honest, I really didn't like at first, but is slowly becoming not that big of an issue, you get a lot of grip, just like you would with one of Apple's silicone cases. Also, because of this hump, what you get is a great place to grab your phone when you're picking it up off the table. The rounded edges of the iPhone have never really made this easy when the phone is naked, but this case solves that, and it's actually something I've been digging. Last pro, cables, or actually lack thereof. It's a small thing and not one many people probably think about, but because this case charges with a lightning cable, which by the way is not included with this case, you'll be able to charge this with the same cable you already have for your iPhone. A big pro for anyone who travels or is just looking to cut down on cord clutter. All of the other battery cases I've used in the past charge with micro USB, so being able to use the same cables that I already have is a big plus. However, with all these pros, there are some drawbacks. And probably the biggest, no pun intended, is the weight. This guy is pretty heavy, so while it doesn't add a ton of bulk, it will add weight, and you will notice it even if you've used other battery cases in the past. While it's certainly manageable, I think it weighs enough to be potentially problematic for things like holding up your iPhone when doing FaceTime calls or watching videos. Second con, the price. At $99, this is certainly not the cheapest battery case around, nor the biggest in terms of capacity, and not even the most protective. I'll be doing a review soon of the Life-Proof Free Power, which more than doubles the capacity of your iPhone, offers shockproof, dustproof, waterproof shell, and it only retails for $129.99. Being able to add all of those extras for only about $30 more sure makes the Apple Smart Battery case seem a little overpriced. Lastly, I wanted to go over who I think this case is actually made for. It's the average person. Apple's ethos has always been to make technology accessible to anyone who picks up one of their products. Even though you and I may be savvy enough to remember to hit a button to charge an iPhone battery case, the average person can't or maybe just doesn't want to have to remember something like that. Having a fully charged iPhone at all times is something I could see Apple thinking of as a selling point when they designed this case. The average person also just wants a case that's easy to use. Having one with an integrated lightning port so that they can use a cable that they already have reduces cord clutter and makes it just that much easier to use. The hump, while not exactly the most aesthetically pleasing thing that Apple's ever put out, is something that I don't think most people will actually care about. When they're going to pick up a battery case, they usually are willing to sacrifice something, and that includes design in order to get the added functionality that a battery case offers. While my first reaction was blech, the more I use the case, the less I actually seem to care about it. And the first thing that my wife said when I brought up the controversy surrounding the design was, okay, so if you don't like it, don't buy it. It's really that simple. There are other better designed battery cases out there that anybody can pick up, and honestly sometimes it'll be for cheaper. But if you're willing to go hump, you'll get a case that's fully functional, easy to use, and blends seamlessly with your iPhone. So let me know what you think in the comments. You guys digging the hump? Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. We'll actually be updating you guys with some of my long-term notes as I continue to use this case. As always, hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and be sure to hit that subscribe button to see more content just like this. I'll see you guys next time here on Just Tech.